Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing something to try and make a kind of like a mosaic style coaster. In diamond painting. Now I've seen like the 30cm ones being put in trays, but I'm doing coasters. These are the diamond painted coaster kits from Amazon. It wasn't even expensive. I think it was about £7, which is about $9. So in the kit you get everything needed to do the coasters, and these are moon coasters, so they're acrylic, and you get 8 of them, but I'm only doing 4 because I'm going to be using my 4 coaster section mould from Moulds and Shapes. You also get the coaster holder, and you get your cork backing, which is self-adhesive, which I will be using as well. So I'm going to be backing these in white. So the first layer of the coasters will be white, then the coaster, and then we will top coat once these have dried with clear resin. Right, so what I'm doing on this is I'm doing glue. I'm going to glue them, and then I'm going to possibly coat them. I'll brush them in resin to seal them and let them cure. I haven't decided yet. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything prepared, get some of these bags opened, and pick 4 of these, and I'll be back and we can get on with the video. See you in a minute. So I've set all the bags up in alphabetical order. They go from A to G and then 1 to 9. So they're all different colours and sizes. So I've chose these 4. That one. So I'm going to start off with this one. So I'm going to show you what to do on the first few dots, and then I'm going to time lapse it because it's going to be a lot of work and I've only got a day. I'm just hoping it's not as challenging as the rhinestone skull that I did a few weeks back. Right guys, so as I said, I'm using super glue, so I'm just going to put just where I'm actually putting the diamond dots. And if you're using any form of super glue, make sure you put your lid on because it does set quite quickly. I know I'm supposed to use wax strips, but I don't want the wax strips on, so a bit, that should be fine. This glue does dry clear. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to go around to make sure that there's no other A's, because I've just done A. So that looks like that's all there is. Oh no, there's not some there. Basically, this is what it's looking like. Nice, isn't it? The sparkler. But I don't want you to see the results just yet. If I sit here for hours and hours and hours and end, it's going to be a very long video, and I try and keep my videos as short as possible. So I've showed you how to do them. I've time-lapsed me doing some of them, and now I'm going to stop the video and I'll be back once these are done. But you're not going to see them. These will be shown when they're ready to go into the coasters mould from Moulds and Shapes. So when I come back, we will be doing the resin for the coasters, and then once the coasters have cured, I will then show you what I've done and what they look like. So on that note, I shall catch you later. Bye. And my resin, I've mixed up 5 ounces of the Apex High Gloss resin, and I have the Styronite colorants. This is a blue. Need to make sure you give these a good shake because the alcohol and the pigment separate. I'm just going to see what it's like. Lovely. Look at that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some blue. I don't think I've got any pigment paste. That's really nice. Can you see the shimmer? And it's clear too. Really nice. I really like that. I had these sent to me. I think they're from Resin. I'd need to ask. Right. So I'm gonna put a bit some, what's it called, some mica powder in there. I don't have any dark pigment paste. I've only got pastel blue. Never mind. Right, I'm gonna find some blue mica powder and I'll be back. 1 minute. Right, so I've got some blue mica powder from Let's Resin, but it's not dark enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of black pigment paste, and it might just take away the shimmer of the mica powder as well. Oops, butterfingers. It's just with the shimmer, you're not really going to see the Styronite paste ink that I've put in. So I'm going to time lapse this. And that's perfect. I'm just going to wipe off the excess paste, just because I don't want it to go any darker, but it has gone a gorgeous colour, and you can actually see the alcohol ink that I put in. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my hands. What do you think of the colour, guys? How nice is that? And I might just add a little, maybe 4 or 5 more drops of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should give us a starry sky. Let's have a look. Oh, pretty. Right, so I'm going to split. Oh, here we go. 1 minute. Right, I dropped some pigment in there. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give these a spritz of alcohol. And what that does is it helps pop any surface bubbles that are coming to the surface. And then I will be back once these are tacky, and we'll put in the coasters. See you soon. Right, so I didn't bother filming putting these in, but they are dry, and this is what they look like. They are really pretty. So I'm going to be using the Jdiction's 4-hour demold. With the weather being so warm here in the UK, it is curing within 2 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bob you on pause. I'm going to mix up 3 ounces, and that should be enough for all 4 coasters. So I shall be back in a sec. I'm back, and I've got the 3 ounces mixed up in the pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a very, very small amount of the floating non-sinking glitter. So I'm just going to use a bit of purple. Not too much, just a bit. Little is more, isn't it? So just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz these with some isopropyl alcohol. And what that does is it helps with the surface bubbles, because these have all got little intricate details and little bits down there. The resin will more likely cause bubbles. So what I'm doing now is I'm just mixing up the glitter. Yeah, this resin is very bubbly, that's very normal, but I only use it for top coating anyway, so I will go over it once I've emptied the cup into the mould, and I'll go over it with a long neck lighter. A long neck lighter is great for surface bubbles. Right, so I'm going to leave that to cure now. I'll be back once it's fully cured and we can take a look closer what they look like. See you later, bye. Hi guys, I'm back and these are now fully cured. Let me just see if I can close some of this lighting out. Apologies for the light, we've got lots of sunshine in the UK and it's beaming through the studio. Right, so these are cured. We're going to get these demolded and take a closer look. So let's start off with this one. So we'll take a look. What do you think? Can you see the glitter? I can see it, you might not be able to see it on camera. What do you think of them, guys? I think they're really pretty. That's the back. Different, very, very different. I really like them. I might use them myself for my studio. Right guys, I'm going to leave that with you for today. Please like, comment and subscribe if you've not already done so. That would help my channel out so much. And I shall see you on the next upload on Monday, because tomorrow is my day off. Goodbye.